And here we are with yet another mod to my truck to hopefully make it a little bit more radio friendly. Bear with me. My iPass transponders here, or Zoom Pass, or whatever you guys call it in your state. A little hammy that I got. This one I think I got, this is from N1OG. The other one I have is from N2MAK. It's in my other vehicle. And my Meshtastic node that rides in my vehicle. All have been in the center console or the center dash, if you will, of this vehicle since I started using it. And I'll tell you, I have been trying to find a way of getting things done on the cheap by reusing the things that I've already had. I tried an arm that I was using for my car in this vehicle, and it just was not working. So we're gonna do something with that center portion there to hold my phone and to hold the head of the 7100 and maybe a GoPro later. Bam, there we go, there you go. Bulletproof point. We're gonna mount that up, see what it takes to get my stuff up there. Now the box, there we go. This is how it comes. It's nicely laid out. They even provide you with a screwdriver for it, right? And I thought when I bought this that I was gonna have to drill into this job here, but believe it or not, I actually read the instructions on this one, and it appears that I don't have to. Let's get this tray out of the way. Put that tray aside. All right, so it seems I need to actually get a 7mm Allen wrench, because I don't see it in the kit that they provide you with. Maybe it isn't here, I don't know. Let me look. Send you a spudger. Actually, they do have all the tools in here. And there's a drill bit in there, so I don't know. Maybe I just haven't read enough into this. There we go. Wow. That was a pain. Let's see, what do we have here? We have some kind of wire holding it down. Oh, this is just part of the harness they don't use, so they just stub it there. And it's connected there to nothing. Broke that clip. Broke that clip. It turns out that basic English comprehension is beyond me. I had to go back to the instructions again because I also had to send these people an email going, what in the hell is wrong with you? Well, their instructions are not great, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to scribe those 5 holes onto the plate that you took off, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then what I'm gonna do is, because it's cold as sin out here, I'm gonna go inside once I have this done and drill these holes inside, or finish. Better still, I'm going to finish reading these instructions, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to do the rest of this, because I'm cold, man. And we are in the warmth of my garage. Yes, much nicer. So I marked those out while I was in the truck. I probably could have just marked them in here. They're barely visible marks-wise right there. There, 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 and there, and there. No, actually, there's no one there. That's just a little bit of oil. Let me get this, provide you with a drill bit. What size is this drill bit? 5 mil. Irrevocably changed my dash. You know what, come to think of it, that's not fast enough. That needs to go a little bit faster. Yeah, that's way better. So now they tell us to get rid of these 5 screws on the top so we can probably put fasteners underneath, but instead of using their supplied screwdriver, I'm going to use something a little bit better. Not a lot better, but a little bit. Harbor Freight for the win, right? So it tells us that we are to use the supplied. The question is, where do these washers go? Because there's only one washer. We're going to go with the bottom, because when you the metal itself acts as a bearing surface. And if you're watching this as a reference, there are 2 clips on the passenger side towards the dash, 1 clip on the driver's side towards the dash, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clips towards the windshield surrounding the back edge. As you can see, I managed to break a couple of them, but it'll be good. And because Tropical Boy doesn't like being in the cold all that much, I have to go back to the cold. The rest of this has to be done in the vehicle. I really thought I was going to get a respite there, but guess not. All right, so this goes back in here. All right, there are 2 self-tapping screws that go into the frame, and they go on the, let's see, that corner and then this corner over here. So they're going into the plastic for the vehicle. Good thing I'm planning on keeping this vehicle for 30 years, huh? Now, this is one part where I really didn't expect. Obviously, you have to, put the phone holding ball thing on the grid, but you have to do it when the grid is off the vehicle or off the holder. So anytime you want to add or remove to this, you're going to have to screw and unscrew off on the grid. It fits either way. This is not quite a square, this is a rectangle, but the slots appear to align on either side of this, no issue. So there we go that way, and then give it 90, and you lose 1 row that way, but it doesn't matter. You end up 4 corners. I got to figure out where I want this. I was under the impression that this would extend to different ranges based on what your desire is, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe, oh, that is definitely fixed length. Okay, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the edge, from the ruby grid edge. I'm going to shift it over just a smidge to give myself a little room to work with later. Take 2. Don't ask me why they send you acorn nuts with, nylon inserts and washers, because apparently you're supposed to use these little things, right? So yeah, great. They're like T-nuts, but square. If you're familiar with machine shops, T-nuts. And if not, well, now you learned. All right, so we're back. Didn't take very long. It's just easier to do it off the camera, away from the windshield. You just tighten this up with the Allen wrench, and then I have to admit that I like the idea of these, T-nuts or slot nuts or whatever they call them. They're ruby nuts or square nuts, whatever. Because that means, even though I'm snugging them down right now, I'm fairly well fixed as to where they're going to be, but I can loosen them up a little bit and shift this side to side when I decide. And that looks like it might work. And I can't show you the holder in action because I'm using the phone to make this recording, but the phone holds there and then whatnot. So next I'm gonna go ahead and I have a GoPro mount that I'm gonna mount on here as well, and then I'm going to fasten the plate down to the holder. I'll bring you back in a bit. And there we have it. GoPro's in the center for now, phone holders on the left, with the driver's side, if you will. Next, I think I'm going to buy another one of these 20mm balls for here with an arm. Although I have to figure out the configuration of the arm, because what I want to do is I want to bring the 7100 and aim it towards me on the driver's side, being held on this side. I'll have to go to the drawing board for that one, but for now, we're done. At least I have a phone holder and a GoPro holder, or I should say action camera holder, because I don't use GoPros anymore. I'm using my DJI Actions. They're beautiful when I'm not using my phone. That's all I have on this one, folks. Catch you in the next one. 7-3.